Danus Celtic world. I'm Kat. Happy Lammas Day to those of you who celebrate Lammas Day on August 1st, the day of feasting and celebration of reaping what we sow, the harvest season of new foods and breads and grains, celebration with new friends, friends that you can rely on. Um, you know, This day of August 1st is in Sagittarius, mutable fire sign ruled by Jupiter, of optimism, expansion, the ninth house of philosophy and religion and faith. Um, August 2nd, we have, which is tomorrow, Uranus will start its annual retrograde period, and it will extend the way all the way till January 1st, 2018. So Uranus is going to go into retrograde all the way till January 1st, 2018. Yesterday, Venus entered Cancer, where will stay there until August 22nd. Venus is emotional in Cancer, excuse me, so we may feel vulnerable more than usual, very mushy, wishy-washy. Withdraw inward, withdraw from safe protection from ourselves. Sorry about that. Cancer is all about the maternal need and for both the need for mom as well for men and for women. We might want to feel like we want to withdraw, be a little bit alone, um, but don't escape. If you're going to withdraw, um, give yourself a lot of self-loving and self-nurturing at this time with Venus and Cancer. Um, and again, it will stay there till August 22nd. Uranus will be in retrograde until January 1st, 2018. Saturn is retrograde as well, but it will go direct on August 25th. Again, Neptune is retrograde as well until November 22nd. We've got a lot of retrogrades going on this month. We're going to have Mercury go into retrograde on August 13th till September 5th, 2017 in Virgo and Leo. And with that, it will go, it's going to be in the sixth house. A lot of these retrogrades are going to be in the sixth house of work, self, employment, how we show up at work, how we make a living, how we handle our careers, how we make money. It's going to be a big deal. On the 7th, we have our full moon in Aquarius. It's a warp full moon on the 7th, and it's going to be supercharged because we're going to have a partial, besides having the full moon, we're going to have a partial lunar eclipse in Aquarius in the south node, the dragon's tail, at 15 degrees Aquarius. So if you have anything 15 degrees Aquarius in your charts, in your planet and any of your planets, you may want to look at that and see where that may affect you for this month, because we're going to have a partial lunar eclipse on the 7th, but then we're going to have a total solar eclipse in Leo on the north node. Okay, so the south node is August 7th, and the south node is your karmic past, the dragon's tail, reliving the past, reliving past experiences and endings of things. And then on the 21st, we're going to have the new moon total solar eclipse in Leo in the north node, which is the dragon's head, your potential, how you show up in the world, how we change and begin a new future. Anew also because it's a new moon, and with new moons, we kind of wipe the slate clean and start over again. And please don't forget that Mercury is retrograde, which means it impacts technology, travel, and communication, and those have been out of touch. You might want to be careful with that. You might be going back to familiar paths. Old lovers might come back to you. People you haven't seen in a while might come back to you. Virgo is definitely impacted at this time, and Leo as well, from August 13th again till September 5th. And retrogrades are quite significant because they They change the paths and perspectives of things. And Saturn is retrograde now, but it's going to go direct on August 25th, which is good. Saturn is laws, the physical world, restriction, structure, um, police officer of the zodiacs, of the planets, so to speak. Excuse me. And then, with Uranus going retrograde tomorrow, Uranus has to do with inventions and science and revolutionaries and weather. With it being retrograde in Aquarius, it's most affected. Okay, so we really have to do that because this means that there are 3 other planets are also retrograde for most of August, which I just told you. And you might want to do some soul searching. The issues will have a lot of issues will come up at dealing with humanity. Addition to this, with Uranus being in that retrograde mix, it may make us want to be more expressive and express more freedom and express our individuality. Internal changes are prompted at this time, especially with the new moon being in Leo on the 21st, and then having that total solar, that total solar eclipse in Leo, the North Node, our potential, our future, changing on that new moon. It's going to change all of us. So we're going to have a lot going on with the solar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse on the 7th with the full moon, which is next Monday, and into Tuesday. And I want you to realize this too. Full moons last usually, start to feel the effects 3 days before, and they usually last 3 to 6 days afterwards. You're going to feel those effects, those changes, and you can feel some shifts in your status quo. You can feel partial changes with this partial change, and you might be feeling uncomfortable with these changes. So let's just take it really slow and be cognizant of what's going on around you. Okay, and Venus and being in Cancer till the end of the month, basically until August 27th. It influences our self, finances, love, and this is big because especially for the water signs, if you have Cancer or Venus in your chart, or any of Scorpio or Pisces, any of the water signs in your chart, this is going to make you feel very emotional, feel vulnerable. Cancer, Venus in Cancer is very emotional. So just take time out for yourself, and make sure that you find time to direct yourself in a direction. Max, no. Put yourself in a direction where you feel like you can meditate, take time for relaxing, sleeping, self-beauty, self-love, all of those things. And that will help you stay grounded, will help you stay with yourself, help you feel like yourself still with this partial lunar eclipse, and at the end of the month on the 21st on the new moon, the total lunar solar eclipse, in Leo in the North Node, and it's going to make you feel more grounded because Venus again in Cancer is going to make you feel very, very, very emotional. And the with the new moon in Leo as well, 2 times, by the way, twice. Okay, we had the new moon in Leo in July 23rd, and then on the 21st we have the new moon in Leo as well. And this could be, going inward, exploring your new habits, looking for more self-approval, being heart-centered, again with that Venus in Cancer, being heart-centered, being sensitive, maybe changing ourselves to because Leo is all about the heart, as well as Cancer is very emotional. So we have a lot of heart, emotions, leadership, you know, looking towards a foundation for powerful growth opportunities with the Leo new moon on the 21st, with the total solar eclipse in Leo as well. Just stay away from drama. This month is probably my biggest thing I want to tell everybody, because everybody's going to be so dramatized and so emotional. And find a foundation for yourself, ground yourself, meditate, find your personal growth, find opportunities for you that suit you. If it no longer suits you, it's going to wipe out of your life anyway with these eclipses. The new moon and Leo will be making new choices. What's real? Um, don't walk into the drama. Stay away from the drama. Drama just doesn't walk into your life out of nowhere. You either create it, invite it, or associate it with people that bring it to you. So stay away from the drama. Stay away from the emotional mess. Ground yourself and meditate through these eclipses, and find your medium. Look into your third eye. Feed your heart chakra. Feed your body good foods. Change your diet. Go to bed early. Relax. Take a walk in nature. Stay away from things that are going to be not useful for you. And don't forget that Mercury is retrograde from August 13th through September 5th in Virgo and in Leo. And retrogrades, as we already know, sometimes communications might be off. People might not have their intellect all there. There might be reasons where people are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Again, you want to remember that the new moons and the full moons often influence us for 3 days before and 3 to 6 days after the fact. So, we've also have Saturn and Chiron, the wounded healer. He's in the mix as well this month. And we want to make sure that we are paying attention to our needs, paying attention to relaxing, paying attention to meditation, being more aware during Mercury retrograde. And this is going to be in the 6th house again. And so this is going to August 4th, Jupiter is being aspected by powerful Pluto. And, Jupiter is all about expansion and optimism and abundance, and Pluto is about transformation. So with Jupiter being aspected by Pluto, this transformation could be super significant. So please pay attention to that. And that's going to start on the 4th for the month of August into September. And I want to say this is all going to be accumulating from today, from Lammas Day today. Happy Lammas Day. And all the way to the full moon in September. And the full moon in September happens to be in my sign, Pisces, starting from the 5th, and the full moon, barley full moon, will be on the 6th in Pisces. Okay? And then on August 23rd, we'll go back into our waxing phase again. Saturn will go direct on the 25th until April 17th. So August 25th, when Saturn goes direct until April 17th, that's gonna be good. But it's gonna force you, with Saturn being like the police officer of the zodiac, it's gonna force us having to do with laws and the physical world and restrictions and structure, and it's gonna force us to, we reap what we sow. So if we're doing a good job, great, things are gonna be fine. If we're not doing what we're supposed to do, Saturn's gonna say, hey, What the fuck you doing? This is your job. And it's going to come back and slap you in the face. So Saturn going direct on the 25th. It's till April 17th of 2018. Okay? And then, with Uranus going retrograde until January 1st, 2018, this is, I want to say this is like the world. Humanity is people are going to change. A lot is going to come out, I believe, with all these eclipses, and it's already starting. If you're watching the news with humanity and the government and politics and everything that's going on, a lot of things are going to change with the eclipses and Uranus going retrograde. It's going to be, retrograde periods tend to turn our attention inward, and society as a whole may be doing some soul searching regarding issues related to humanity, oneness, how we live together in harmony, the big picture. How are we getting along with each other? How are we treating each other? How is the government treating each other? How are they handling their business? How are we handling each other in the world? Humanity is going to be taking a big look at things in the world, and things are going to change. Okay? When Uranus goes into this direction, we might be likely to take steps in humanity as human beings in social gatherings to express our individualities in new ways. And things, you're going to go start seeing that. You're going to see it in the news. You're going to see it with politics. You're going to see it with other people. Again, meditate and ground yourself and try to take time for yourself, self-reflection, self-nurturing, self-loving. You might might want to feel like you need to be in a safe place more often during this time. And if for me, I like to be out, and I like to go for my walks in nature or outside. And, unless it's somebody I know, I kind of I stick to myself, and I don't get involved, again, with the drama. It's going to be a lot of drama this month. So that's my astrological reading. I'm going to start with, excuse me, with Leo, because we are in Leo now. I'm going to be reading using which is tarot deck, and then my Illuminari deck to answer any questions should something come up that we have a question about, and then my ancient oracle cards there afterwards. And this is a time for all of us to look at, again, I want to stress this, go back into our third eye, meditate through our chakras, and ground ourselves. It's a time for everybody in the world, regardless of what sign you are, to really look back at ourselves, at humanity, at social issues, and pay attention to the retrogrades, pay attention to Saturn. Saturn's going direct again on the 25th till April 17th, 2018. And Neptune is also retrograde until November 22nd, 2017. Jupiter is going to go into Pluto, or aspect Pluto. Lots of transformation, lots of changes within ourselves and in the world. So with that, I'm going to get started with the Leo reading. I'm going to shuffle. Hope that helps you. Almost. Almost. One more time. Okay. Significator, strength, courage. The strength card typical of Leo. This is a Leo card, okay? The astrological sign of Leo, the strength card. Have courage, have strength, going forward. Her necklace it represents all the planets of the universe. The lion is trusting her. The lion, she has courage to trust the lion that he will not be out of balance and hurt her in his savage ways. She has trust. He has courage to lean into her and trust her as well. And on top, there's an infinity sign. Trust, love, and have courage infinitely is your significator. Great card, Leo. This covers you. Excellent. Ace of Wands, abundance, happiness, love, good things coming to you, abundance coming to you, new opportunities are coming to you. This is a favorable card for you. This crosses you. The Seven of Wands. Now you have a lot of wands. You have Leo. This is a courage card. That's a Leo card. Fire sign card. Ace of Wands, abundance card, which covers you. Seven of Wands, also a fire sign card, which crosses you. Now the Seven of Wands is, you might be pushing back and saying, hey, I need to do this. I need to do these things. Okay? And the Seven of Wands it's not really a battle card. What it is they're pushing back to do what he needs to do or she needs to do. You're going to face a challenge, and you need to do this challenge, okay? You're going to be put through some personal tests, and you're fighting some people off. You want to advance your skills. You have you're pushing people back. You want to do what you want to do with enthusiasm, and it's challenging for you, but you're willing to fight that. You're willing to fight that. Putting your skills to test and overcoming obstacles. It's a great card for you. Your foundation, the Magician. As above, so below. Now, I want to point this out to you. He has all the elements here, and he's pointing down with his finger, and he has the air about him, and the infinity sign as well. He's wearing all of the colors, earth, air, fire, water. He also has his chalice, his theme, his pentacle, his wand. Earth, air, fire, water. Wand, fire, pentacle, earth, a theme, and his chalice, water. He's pointing down, as below, so above. And then there's also focusing as within, so without. So this is a very good card for you. The pixies here at the bottom also represent earth, air, fire, water as well. And this also represents strength card. This Magician card is a very, very big card. Okay? And you do not, the Magician card is, you need to make sure that you are following as above, so below, as within, so without. Have the determination, the confidence, the strength, working with magic, working with the four elements, earth, air, fire, water, working with the spirits. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, okay, and has to do a lot with the principle of the correspondences, the magical personal power that you have within yourself, as within and so without. The personal power that you bring to the table and that you keep hidden, but you use them to harness your power. Great card. Okay. What's waiting you? What are we afraid of? What were we scared of? Holding back. What are we afraid of? What did you fear in the past? You had fears in the past, holding back in the past, not being able to move forward, having fear of something, holding back instead of moving forward. Fears. And you need to, apparently you've overcome that because you have all these wands, and this is the waning card, so this is in the past, which is good. You have abundance coming, you have challenges coming, you're overcoming that with your strength. This is what crowns you. The Queen of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Cups in reverse is a water sign woman. She's a psychic woman. She uses her intuition. She's typically fair-haired, fair eyes, fair skin, and not necessarily because I'm a Pisces, so this is a Cancer Pisces card, and I have brown hair and brown eyes, so that's bull crap. But it could typically that's the description of the card. But the personality description of the card is a psychic woman, a very emotional, powerful woman, a natural witch, intuitive. This person used to be. I'm getting that this person used to be either a man or woman, not just because it could be a strong king or queen. It doesn't have to be, or a soft male or a very feminine female Piscean Cancer, Scorpio woman. But this is typically a Pisces Cancer card, and this woman is strong. She is very psychic. She's very intuitive. She is the super mama of the zodiac. She is the super wife, the super mom, loves the ocean, loves women, loves children, and I mean her friends. Very sensual, loving, emotional, water sign woman. Again, natural witch, loves to be surrounded by children, her partner, her lover, her pets. Gifted psychic, strong, intuitive, magical powers, serenity, love, dedication. Very, very reflective and very, very psychic, and I know this because this is. I love this card. This, to me, looks like whether it was a male or female, something's gone wrong with this person that may be in your life, whether it's a Cancer or a Piscean. And it's in reverse. So, this is, in reverse, this meaning in reverse is instead of being the other way, which I just described, which is upright position. In reverse, this crowns you. You got to stop living a fantasy because this water card is this is a Neptunian card. Okay, this is a water sign card. Okay, living in fantasy, ignoring the real world. A little bit of too much selfishness and conceitedness. It might be with that person or it might be yourself, and you need to come back to reality. Take that strength and that personal power, as above, so below, and fight off this challenge because you have a lot of abundance coming to you, and you need to have the courage to do this. Okay, Leos? That's what crowns you. To come. Ooh. Not good. Okay, you have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is in reverse in this reading for you. What is to come? And in the upright position, she's sad. He or she is sad, lonely. The Five of Cups, the Five of Cups, there's five there, but everybody looks at all the broken ones on the ground. They never look at the ones that are still, the two that are still standing, which gives you hope. All is lost, but there's still hope. In reverse, however, there's lots of grief and lots of sadness around you. So you have to have the courage to change, Leo. There's some changes that you need to make in your life, sweethearts. Okay? And you've got to, whether you're getting abundance, you've got to have the courage to change. You need to you're going to have challenges. You have to use your personal power, because if you don't, you're going to look a little conceited. Don't be afraid, because if you don't do that, you're going to have lots of sadness. Okay, hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. You lose your family. This is the family card. This is an earth sign card. Okay? This is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is the family card. Look, they've got the dog. They've got the children in the background. Their house. Grandpa's holding the baby. This is the family card. Good family, good home, good life. Grounded family life. But you have it in reverse. That means your family is out of balance. Something's going on with you or your family or people around you that are out of balance. And this is a family card. This pertains to family. So you have this family card, and it's not imbalance. It's not imbalance. It's out of balance. And you don't want your family to be out of balance. Nobody wants their family to be out of balance, okay? I mean, that's a duh thing to say. But when you have this card and it's in reverse, there's lots of things that are not right. There's things that are out of balance, okay? Okay? This is also meaning a burden of family problems, unfinished unwanted family choices, interference in your personal life, interference with family, a group that you may not treasure, and it's causing problems, or maybe taking advantage of a family group, conflicts with family or inheritance. Pay attention. Hopes and fears. That's hopes and fears. We don't want this. Be aware of it. Hey, community, family, friends, you have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles she's an herbal witch, and she is in reverse. She's a garden witch. She likes green magic and herbal success and confidence and abundance. And look at she walking in there with her, like shaking her thing. And she's, just putting her hands in the soil. But she also comes up as a very beautiful woman. Okay? And she's an earth sign, tending to the earth, tending to the family, tending to her finances. But in reverse. You have this in reverse. Okay? In reverse. Lack of spiritual expression. Delayed success. Not being able to go for it. Or not being able to. Don't take things for granted. I'm getting a lot of taking things for granted and not having the courage to change here, because you have abundance and challenges coming up, but you're going to have to do it without conceit. And then you have interruptions with the family group. Taking things for granted. Taking family for granted. Don't take things for granted. Okay? Unachieved success. Not being able to move forward as quickly as you want to. See how she's moving forward? Not being able to move forward as quickly as you want to with that abundance, with that gain, with that personal power, Okay? Wishes. Okay, your wishes is the world and the year in reverse. Things in the world are not going your way, but you want them to go your way. And here we also have, again, like the Magician. You need to start using your personal power to change, is what I just got. You need to have the courage and not have that fear that's waiting in the past, and that conceit, and move forward. People are going to be, you might be a little sad, you might be a little upset, but you're going to have to If you want this abundance to come to you, abundance in life, abundance with family, abundance with money, abundance with success, because you have that Ace of Wands that's covering you. It will come to you, but you're going to have to change some things. I'm getting this came in reverse. I just want to show you this. The Wheel of the Year is having the world at your feet. You got fire. I'm sorry. Yes, fire. You got earth, sword, air, wand, fire, cups, and then you see here it's the Wheel of the Year. But in reverse, and this is also represents the 8 Sabbats of the year for a Wiccan, and the protection of those Sabbats within the Wheel of the Year and the elements of the year for those who are pagan. But the Leo, you have this in reverse, and that means the Wheel of the Year is off. And you're going to need to be cognizant of that, because you don't want you don't want your year, you don't want to have a bad year. You want to have a good year. And the Leo, through the new moon on July 23rd and the new moon on August 21st are in your sign. Okay? They're in your sign. So you have the potential to make these changes. You have the potential to change this year into something fantastic, wonderful. Okay? You know, the Wheel of the Year in reverse is a period of bad luck. And I hate I want to say that, but you could change that. Okay? Because this in the upright position, this represents the pagan Wheel of the Year, our holidays, our protection, our beliefs, earth, cups, water, fire, wand, and sword, air, the elements. And this represents, but when it's in reverse, again, this is a period of bad luck, not having a good year, feeling disconnected from the seasons and the rhythms of the year. For those of us that are pagan, you might be feeling disconnected from the seasons and the rhythms of the year right now, especially with these eclipses and it being in your sign, seasonal disorder, I want to call it. The seasons are not in order for you. And I'm going to pull another card here to find out why that is. Because I don't know why you got that. And then your final outcome. I'm sorry. Broken heart. And this is generally a broken heart, and you have all of the fairies around here. And this is, when I say broken heart, because it's the rule of 3. Anything you do to others comes back to you 3 times 3. By the power of 3, as I will it, shall it be, mo to be. So something went out into the world, and something's coming back to you threefold. And I need to know why that is. And I'm going to pull that right now. So I'm going to pull another deck, because I want to know why this is coming out for you, Leo. And again, I'm going to remind everybody, you have these eclipses. You have these eclipses, and you had the July 23rd was in Leo, and we have a lot of retrogrades. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you have a lot of abundance coming to you. You have a lot of challenges coming to you. You have your personal power. You're feeling that the world is a little out of sorts right now. Your seasonal world is out of sorts right now. And something here is telling me that something is coming back to you, and you're going to have a broken heart about something, or something is coming back to you threefold, the rule of 3. And I just want to double check and see if we can lay these cards. I'll pull a couple more cards and see if I can find out why. And let me turn this deck up here. Okay, so I just turned this deck up here. And look what's on the bottom of the deck. The Two of Cups. A perfect union. A soulmate union. 1 + 1 is 2. Perfect union. True love. Happiness. Romantic love. Good partnerships. Something with partnerships. Now I get it. Something with partnerships. And it made something with partnerships, and it made your year. Put this deck down. This was your final outcome. It made something with partnerships is making your year feel off. And it has affected not only you, but you and your family. You and your family. Okay, that makes sense to me now. Okay, but why is this like this? Okay, I want to hold it up, but it's not going to stay up there. Okay, that was on the bottom of your deck. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And now I'm going to pull a card from my Illuminati deck and find out what's going on. What do we have here? Prince of Swords. Okay, the Prince of Swords is in reverse, and the Prince of Swords is normally an air sign. Swords is air. Okay, he comes in. When he's this way, he comes in, and he's like, "I'm swooping you off your feet. This is going to get done." But in reverse, it's delayed. He's not swooping in off his feet. There's delays, and I want to know why there's delays. Okay, there is a delay because something is going on with these partnerships. Having no fear. In reverse, it's saying that there's a conflict, some sort of conflict here. There's a conflict. I don't know if it's for family, but it's a conflict. There's no progress because he's not moving forward. This is moving forward with no fear, coming right at you. And this is a Gemini card. But in reverse, this person there's a conflict. They're not moving forward. They're not progressing. There's delays. Might this have to do with your partnerships? Family? Not being able to move forward? Not being able to reap what you sow? Feeling out of sorts in the wheel of the year? Let's see another card. For the final card, why do we have this heart card? 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is a heart card. And the 10 of Pentacles is the same thing that you got here. But guess what? You got it again in reverse. You got the 10 of Pentacles in my Witch's Tarot and in my Illuminati card in reverse both times, 2 times in a row. There's difficulties with families. There's difficulties with groups. There's difficulties and conflict in family. There's something going on with social groups or family that you are surrounded by that are affecting your partnerships, the wheel of the year, and it's breaking your heart or it's coming back to you 3 times 3. I need you to look at your relationships with whom you have in your life, please. Okay? And I dropped your Magician's card on the floor. Sorry. And now I'm going to go to the Oracle cards. The Oracle cards are cards that just give you additional what may or may not happen for the month. And giving you some extra advice. And I want to also go into your astrology card as well, your astrology for the month, because I do personal astrology for each sign as well, not just planetary astrology, but astrology for what may or may not come for your own birth sign. And that didn't go through, so we're going to stop. Wishbone, affirmation. You've made a wish, or you've been hoping, you've been making wishes, and you want affirmation on these wishes that you've asked for, that you're hoping for, and that you'd like to have happen for you. And you're waiting for that. That's your past. That's something that you've been doing and that you've been holding on to, that certain things happen in your favor. Affirmation. Present. Wisdom. Oracle wisdom. You're looking for wisdom. You keep looking for an oracle, not an oracle per se, or like me, a tarot reader, a pagan. You're looking into your own self and looking for an oracle, something to give you the wisdom to do what you need to do what you've been wishing for, do what you've been waiting for affirmation on, and to give you wisdom to move forward. And that kind of goes with your reading as well. And final card is Destiny. Astrology. Looking into your destiny. What lies ahead for you? What lies ahead for your sign, for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. I'd also like when people look at their Lilith, their Ketu, their Rahu, or the North Node, the South Node. The North Node, your potential. The South Node, your karmic past. Look at those. Look at your chart. Look at today. The sun is actually in our sign today as well, and sun is self. Main concerns, vitality. Look at self. Look at your destiny. Look at your health. Look at yourself. Look at your wisdom. Are you taking care of you? You're making wishes. You have hopes for new things. You're asking the world for things to happen. You're looking for the wisdom to move forward, and you need to follow your destiny when you get your answers. Don't go with what other people tell you to go. However, I want you to avoid, because you got this twice now. I pulled three extra cards for you from my Illuminati deck, and twice you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Family in Reverse card. Please, if there are conflicts with yourself and your own family, or conflicts within the family structure, or in a social structure, or in a business structure that you may act like they're part of your family, please look at that. Something's not right, or something is discord, or something is out of sorts. There might be conflicts or problems, and they might need to be addressed. You don't want your heart broken, because you have the Courage, the Abundance card, the Challenge card, and your personal power card here. And at the bottom of your deck here, you have the Two of Cups, which is partnerships, love, potential partnerships, whether it be in your past or in your future. There's potential partnerships that can happen here, and issues with family and the world being out of sorts for you. I want you to look at what's going on with your environment, what's going on with your family, what's going on with partnerships. You have abundance coming to you. Don't be conceit or arrogance. Face reality. Face the changes. It might be sad because you had the Five of Cups in reverse, but there's always hope, because there's two cups that are always up in that card, and everybody seems to overlook that when they see that. Okay? You have that for you. And I don't like when people go, "Oh, I have that card, that's no good, that's no good." But we don't want to go there with that. Okay? Okay, so Leo. August brings two eclipses, which you know, one in Aquarius and one opposing your sign, and the other Leo, conjunct in your sun. Attachments and relationships are a state of your transformation this month, okay? They're a state of your transformation this month. And unexpected events might be pending. Perhaps an upcoming move or job, your birthday will be very memorable this year. Venus will brighten your sign from August 26th to September 19th. Finances, again, abundance. Finances will improve. I wrote this down in my notes for you. Okay? And your health is your wealth. Or your health is what's going to make you stronger for the month. Your health is something that you need to pay attention to. I'm stressing that for everybody this month because I see a lot of it in all the signs where it's telling everybody to pay attention to their health. Saturn joins Pluto in Capricorn, your health sector, on this year on the eve of winter solstice. So it's coming up. So if you don't start taking care of yourself now, when we get to winter solstice, which is right before Christmas, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel your health. So do it now. You want to have a year-long healthy relationship with yourself and your health and your mind, your chakras, okay? And this summer is favoring your finances big time by making the right choices for you and your family. So this is what the family card is telling you. Make the right choices. Okay? So it's important for you to make the right choices. It's important for you to stay on top of your health. It's important for everybody to do what they need to do in order to go forward. Do what they need to do to protect their health. I stress that for everybody. Again, please be careful of these the partial lunar eclipse in Aquarius, 15 degrees in Aquarius in the South Node, the karmic past, the dragon's tail on August 7th, along with the full moon in Aquarius. Please be careful that the South Node is the karmic past. You might be thinking about the past a lot or reminiscing about that. Please be careful with your new moon, Leo, on the 21st, with also 21st of August, also with the new moon and the total solar eclipse in Leo in the north node as well. Your potential, your north node is usually your ascending node. The dragon's head, which is new beginnings. Things are going to wipe out and change for everyone. Please pay attention to you. Please meditate, and please be on the game and make proper decisions and get some sleep at night. Okay. I hope this was helpful to you, Leos. Blessed be.